according to Deadline, which there's a deadline. We'll get the Deadline article up. This is I gotta find it. So yeah, this movie isn't doing as well as the media thought it would do. They were seriously overestimating this movie. They said this movie would make $500 million. Just remember that it was supposed to make $500 million in its first weekend. Okay, I know what they were talking about worldwide, but this movie was supposed to make $500 million in its first week. Okay, it seems that it's gonna open similar to the Batman. The Batman, of course, opened to 260, I think, million. I think it's gonna open better than the Batman because Batman did not have China as well, but this isn't as doing as well. It's trailing Force Awakens. It's trailing No Way Home internationally as well. Whereas both of those movies have a record Frozen preview of 57 million, and No Way Home had 50 million. Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy, which made over 683 million worldwide. It's also trailing Dominion as well, which finished its box office at $1 billion. Half of that needed by Avatar 2 to break even. Okay. While the early season of Avatar aired the wires on in which it has ratings like the first movie back in 2009, but the first break was something new. Avatar 2 is way much the same as being something new. The only thing going for it is that the IMDb score is good, and that there are a lot of people who are saying this movie is actually a good movie. Those are the only things. That's all. But this movie is doing worse than Doctor Strange, Fall of Thunder. It's doing worse than the Batman, which the Batman opened, But yeah, this movie's doing not as good as the media was expecting it to do. Okay. And usually when it comes to Thursday previews, Deadline is pretty accurate. They are pretty accurate when it comes to Thursday previews, Thursday sales as well. And this movie, they don't have any, numbers for this movie outside of the Deadline numbers as well. So yeah, definitely take these numbers with a grain of salt. But if the Deadline numbers are true, it is 17 million. This is not too good for a franchise that was supposed to make a movie that's supposed to make $3 billion. Let's remember that. Okay, the people blocked me because Avatar's not gonna. You said Avatar's not gonna make $3 billion. Blocked. Okay, it's not gonna make $3 billion. It is not. Okay, as much as you guys wanted to make $3 billion, it's not gonna make $3 billion. It might not even hit $2 billion. Okay, it might not even hit $1 billion at this point. Okay, I think it will hit $1 billion because of China. China might save it like Jurassic World Dominion. Jurassic World Dominion was kind of saved by China. That movie will not hit $1 billion if it wasn't for China's sales. Okay, it made around $150 million in China, which saved the movie from being an absolute disaster. Compared to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which also had big China sales as well. So this is a movie that needs, that needs to make a lot of money in China to break even. Which is not unlike a lot of other films, like that Resident Evil film, that XXX film. Both movies flopped. Transformers movies, Bumblebee, and as well as The Last Night, or whatever it's called. Yeah, both of those movies did do too well worldwide, except for China. Okay, because China, they don't care about quality. They don't care, quality. They'll just gladly eat whatever movie they're thrown into face. Okay. And of course all the media side is, hyping it up obviously, but again, they're gonna praise anything that's made by Disney. But, it must become the fourth or fifth highest grossing movie in history. And the Avatar worshippers who blocked me on Twitter, they're the ones who are like, oh, it's gonna make $3 billion. Like, they've been saying this since May. Excuse me. But they've been saying this since May. Okay. Avatar has left very little cultural impact on society. Okay. You don't see people dressing up as Avatar characters for Halloween. You don't see Avatar products everywhere. Like you see Marvel. Like you see Pokemon. Okay. Like you see Mario. Okay. You see, Mario products. Okay. When you think of popular series, okay, you think of Mario, you think of Pokemon, you think of Marvel, you think of DC, you think of Harry Potter, okay, you think of all that stuff, Okay, that everybody loves. Everybody loves these things. That's why they're so popular. But Avatar, you don't really see people say. You don't really see Avatar soup cans. You don't really see, for example, Frozen. Okay, Frozen is still on fucking soup cans. Avatar isn't. Okay, Frozen got a sequel. It made a lot of money, but there's still lots of things with Frozen on it because Frozen is, despite how much I hate the movie, despite how much I despise the movie, it's still extremely popular among advertisers, among companies, these to reach out to Disney and say, "Hey, hey, Frozen is a very popular movie. Put Frozen on our product." Same thing with Marvel. Okay, same thing with Marvel. You know, you see Marvel characters on bananas and stuff. Pokemon, you see Pokemon products a lot. You know, if you look at, you have Star Wars. Star Wars has died down, but, because Disney killed that series. But before Disney killed Star Wars, you'd see Star Wars characters and everything. You see Darth Vader. You see Luke Skywalker or Yoda. Despite not even before Force Awakens came out, you see Star Wars products on everything. You see Star Wars on everything because they knew that, hey, even though Star Wars hasn't received a new movie in a while since the prequels, the original trilogy, despite coming out in the 80s and 70s, they're still featured on a lot of things because a lot of people love those movies. Okay, Pokemon Red and Gen 1 Pokemon as well. Mario has been around since the 80s. And it's featured on a lot of things. Of course, Mario is ongoing. It's still making games. It'll probably forever get new games. But Mario is on a lot of things. Okay, Pokemon is on a lot of things. It's not just movie series as well. And of course, when it comes to game series, the most popular ones that are featured on advertising is Call of Duty, Pokemon, and Mario. Okay, Call of Duty is usually on the more, older stuff, and Pokemon, Mario usually features that stuff more geared towards younger audiences. I know, really, but that's just the truth, That's such a sad and unfortunate truth. But Avatar as a franchise has very little cultural impact. For example, you look at the costumes, like you have Overwatch you even have wrestler series like Overwatch. You'll see, series like you'll see series like yeah, you'll see like Indiana Jones even sometimes. You'll see, other series that, not really too popular, or you'll see like, oh yeah, Stranger Things is another thing you'll see a lot. You'll see costumes wherever it's going around, wherever it's popular. Heck, you even see more fucking Among Us and Five Nights at Freddy's stuff than Avatar stuff. Okay, and Avatar and Among Us are basically dead series at this point. But even those quote unquote dead series are more popular than Avatar. I know, yeah, let's not forget about Fortnite. I completely forgot about Fortnite when it comes to being featured and everything. Yeah, Fortnite's also featured on a lot of things as well in advertising and stuff, or on stuff you see in the stores. Okay, same thing with Frozen and Pokemon and Mario. Okay, and then you see, and also Marvel and DC, like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, all that stuff. You don't see Avatar on anything. Okay, despite being the highest grossing movie of all time. You'll think, oh yeah, Avatar, the highest grossing movie of all time. Let's feature on more stuff. Okay, let's advertise it on more stuff. No, let's not do that. Okay, because Avatar isn't too popular. Which means the deadline numbers are pretty accurate to how this movie is. But again, this movie really, like most movies, really does depend on its second weekend and on its ratings. If it has ratings similar to the Marvel movies and Black Adam and Sonic, then it's not going to make that much money compared to the first movie. It'll definitely make a lot of money, but it will probably make around $304 million domestically, and probably make around $600 million due to China internationally making around $1 billion. Actually, it's around, $950 million, not $1 billion. But let's say, oh yeah, it makes enough money to make $400 million, and then it makes around $650 million. It'll make $1.05 billion, which is still a very respectable number as well. It'll make, around $1.05 billion, which is still a very respectable number. But again, the hoping this movie is like, makes $3 billion, which it's not making, at this point, it's not making $3 billion. I think we all know it isn't. Just because the movie opens big doesn't mean it'll have good ratings. Okay, Captain Marvel opened to $450 million. Okay, worldwide. Captain Marvel only made $1.1 billion. And let's not forget the big failure that it was Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman made $500 million opening weekend. No, Doctor Strange also made $500 million. Didn't make $1 billion. Okay, and Batman vs Superman opened with $450 million, made only $800 million. Ratings matter more than crowd. And this movie doesn't even make $1 billion. That would be the most laughable thing in the entire world. Okay, but I think it's gonna be very likely it will. But I do not think it will make two, and it definitely will not make $3 billion. Goodbye.